that's enough light. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Toad, and today I'm going to talk about meditation. Because last night, it was 12 a.m., midnight. It wasn't that late, okay? And before I went to bed, I would not be satisfied until I had solved this Rubik's Cube. And I've actually solved it a couple of times, but I mixed it back up earlier, so... Anyway, I'm going to talk about meditation and the most basic form of it. So this video is how to meditate. I'm not actually going to talk about Rubik's Cubes, but I'll give context to what I just said a second ago, earlier. Later in the video. So, meditation, a simpler word for meditation would just be zoning out. Or focusing your mind entirely on something, not in your own head. Like when you learn to meditate, you sit in a certain position, do a certain way of breathing, have your eyes closed, you maybe listen to music also to distract you, but the whole point of that is to allow your mind to focus all of its energy on one singular task, so that it doesn't have to focus on anything else besides that. So, a lot of the time, people explain meditation as clearing the mind, but it's not really about clearing your mind. It's actually about learning to focus your mind, which is why it's the primary reason why meditation is so important if you want to have a psychokinetic ability, like pyrokinesis or something, being able to control fire. You have to be able to focus on it. So meditation is basically that. It's just basically learning to focus 100% of your attention on one singular thing. But the thing with traditional meditation is you're focusing on more than just one singular thing. So you're still not putting your mind to its full potential, because you're still multitasking like you do as a habit. You're still occupied with sitting in a certain position, having your head certain, breathing into your belly, all that stuff. So a better way to meditate would be to focus on just one thing. Like, don't focus on your body position. If you want to just do a very simple and plain meditation, do it with just a breathing technique. Like, just a breathing technique, instead of a breathing technique and a certain body posture and quietness and all that, or music. Don't even meditate with any of that. Even meditate with sound if you want, but just basically focus your mind on one thing, just one. And so then we get to a cube. It got mixed up, and I was having a hard time remembering my algorithms to solve the cube, and before I knew it, it was 12 o'clock, and what felt like 20 minutes had passed, and I didn't know why the cube wasn't already solved, so I looked at the clock when I opened my tablet to pull up the tutorial where I learned how to solve it in the first place, and it was 3 in the morning. So there's definitely more than 20 minutes between 12 o'clock and 3 in the morning. That noise is my dog. He's over there rolling around on his blanket. I don't know if you saw him. I don't know if I angled the camera right. I gotta position this, pop this back up. So, yeah, basically, when I was focusing on algorithms and things with my Rubik's Cube, I was remembering so much stuff, but it was all it was all one thing. I was remembering something in regards to one thing. My mind really wasn't multitasking because all of my focus was on this cube. And so that's what allowed time to pass quicker than it normally passes. So, yeah. You don't need to know any kind of special technique to meditate. All you need to know is that meditation is focusing the mind on one single thing. That's all meditation is at its most simple form. And it just depends what you're focusing 100% of your attention on for it to be a new kind of meditation. So, yeah. And you could even meditate doing holotropic breath work by making the breath work itself more complicated than normal. So instead of just hyperventilating and oxygenating yourself to death, well, not to death, but it's a metaphor, oxygenating yourself like a lot, then you could go in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the mouth, and repeat that doing like breathing into the belly, then filling up the chest with air, like that. So you could make breathing very complicated, and it would distract your mind a lot. Or you could just lay down and focus on your breathing and try to make your heartbeat as slow as you possibly can, which will also take a lot of your attention. You won't be able to multitask and think about this and this and this, because then you'll notice, oh, my heartbeat's not very slow because I'm thinking about something that excites me or something. So, by the way, my mom just got home. So, yeah, that's how you meditate. So, I hope you enjoyed that video. This is Stellar Toad. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Yeah, goodbye.